I'm going to hurt your feelings today. The worst mistake in a space isn't done by the artisans, but by the house owners. I'm going to show you this during the course of this video. Now, let us look at the behind the scene of this Project D. Now, the behind the scene features where we are actually planning a proper layout. Now, in designing a space, the first thing first is always conceptualization. You have to understand what you want to put in those spaces. You have to understand how those things are going to work together in harmony and how it's going to create the masterpiece that you've always dreamed of or your client has always envisaged for their space. Now, after that, the next thing is proper layout. You have to understand that these things must fit in. You have to look at the dimensions. You have to look at how people are going to use the space and everything. So designing a space isn't about making the space beautiful. Designing a space is all about creating aesthetically pleasing space, of course, but then again, it has to be functional. It has to, have the human experience. It has to elicit some kind of emotional impact, emotional cue. You understand? Every space has emotional cue that they must elicit as soon as you step into the space. If you go to a spa, you go to a salon, you go to an eatery, there is an emotional, cue that this space has to, give you, for you to know that you are in the right environment. Now, you've started the work. We've gone for sourcing, and then now it's time for execution. You can see how we carefully, created some kind of lighting in the POP area. We carefully removed all the previous lighting there. Now, this is what we do in Zonas. In Zonas, I've always said that there's a story behind every luxury space we create, and this one is not an exception. Now, in designing a luxury space, there's always hiccups that you encountered during the course of designing this space. Now, during this space, we had 3 of our furniture guys abandon this job. It's as crazy as that. So most of the times, I used to say that the reason why people invite an interior designer into a space is so that they don't run mad. Nigerian artisans will show you shaggy. You understand? Even if they are the best artisan from Julius Berger or any renowned company in this country, so far they are in this country, they are going to do nonsense without proper supervision. So a proper project is done as a result of proper execution, proper skilled artisans, and then proper supervision. That is how you get the finish that you want. Now look at this. Look at the finish coming out. You can see how everything is properly designed. You understand? There is no some kind of error in this place. We understand that there is no perfect space, but then again, if you look at this, you can tell that it's not just about being aesthetically pleasing. Here, our mirror got broken 3 times. This is part of the risk management that an interior designer helps you to bear. So you can see we are cleaning now, and this is the final finished look for this project. Now, what is that mistakes that house owners do? Why is it that they make the worst mistake in this space? And house owners make the worst mistake because they invariably will refuse to hire the professional that they need to execute a proper space. Now, we both know that what you are trying to do is to cut corners so that you don't get to spend more while hiring a professional. But at the end of the day, a bad job attracts a double spending, which is something that you should avoid. Now, the best decision you can make in your space is to hire me. Hire Zonas. When you hire Zonas, 99% of your problem is already solved. That is why I tell people that we design for status, longevity, and absolute peace of mind. Book Zonas today.